All right.
What is happening, people? Happy
Yes.
Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. How is everybody doing today? See, we got a Jordan and we got a John in the house.
Yep.
Hey, guys. Hey, guys. Well, again, happy Tuesday to everybody. Grant, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. It's been an okay
Good day.
Tuesday. Just getting ready for tomorrow.
Doctor's appointments and missing.
Yeah, missing
products.
data boxes. Yes. Oh yeah, I had a doctor's appointment too. Yeah, I was getting my eyes checked. Apparently, my eyesight's deteriorated a little bit.
So is mine,
Yes,
man. So
part
is
of
mine. Well,
Part of
guys, as always, go check us out over on Whatnot. People still getting crazy good deals over there. Got a show coming up this Friday, and we might have a few in between. We will see, guys.
What?
Bang, bang, boom. And go check us out over on Collectors Comics also. Got some great books up there, solid prices, and some more merch coming soon. And guys, this Thursday, Grant came up with the brilliant idea. Was it you?
No, Carlos did.
Carlos
came up with
All
it.
right,
yes.
Carlos.
Yes, indeed. This Thursday at 9 a.m. If you are not doing anything, come by and watch the teaser trailer for the new Superman movie here at your local comic shop. What better place to watch a Superman trailer than at your comic shop? I can't think of anything better. Now, I don't know if it's going to be like 10 seconds, a minute, or whatever. You don't know. You don't know with teasers. But guys, we'll be watching it here, and we're so excited. Honestly, I remember when I was in, like high school, I was at band class, and my buddy, he showed me an image of Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Like, look at this. It just dropped on his whatever phone. I don't know. Yeah. And it just, we didn't know what we were in for.
Sure.
And I feel like that's, we're in for something similar with this new DC stuff here. Like, this is so exciting.
Well, we saw some early pictures taken by our buddy Chris.
Yes, our buddy Chris. He was on the. He actually wandered onto the set when they were filming. So we actually got you as customers. We posted on our Facebook page. You guys got to see photos of Superman before anybody else.
It was pretty.
So that was kind of cool. Just one of the fun things you get for being a Nirvana Comics customer. You don't know what the fuck's going to happen throughout the week.
And thank you, Chris Bush, for that. If you're out there watching,
if you ever think about us, we think about you quite often. But yeah,
absolutely. All right, next up is VC22.
Yes,
tell them about that one more time.
That is a con coming up next summer. Please find them on Facebook, find them on Instagram, give them a follow. We're really excited to work with this con. I think it's gonna be really good. It's a first-year con, and we definitely want to support them. We're trying to help build them up some social media buzz. We're going to be adding a lot more cons to these videos over the next couple weeks, guys. Like a lot more.
Yes, absolutely.
For local shows, guys. We love supporting local cons, and we got that coming up with Mad Comic Expo with Brickonomicon, Nerd Words. Whenever we figure out when that's going to be, we love you, Patrick. Hope you're doing good, and a few more than that. But yeah, we have. Be sure to give them a follow.
Absolutely. With some more con news, we got MegaCon coming up, and we are going to be taking submissions. We're already taking submissions.
We are taking submissions,
right
guys.
Now
you want to get those books in ASAP. Yes, we are taking submissions to get your book signed by your favorite creators at MegaCon, guys. It's going to be insane. A lot of creators there. You're going to have Scott Snyder, Gabriel Dell'Otto, James Tynion, Marchichetto. If you want to get your absolute Batman, your ultimate Spider-Mans, your Ultimate Wolverines by then.
Absolutely.
Chris Condon will be there. Your guys, there's going to be basically anything you want to get signed is going to be there. And we'll get that taken care of for you, as well as getting it signed and graded if you desire.
Perfect.
So, yep.
And then, speaking of creators and autographs and all that good stuff, we had our buddy Mark Spears just randomly pop into the shop on Sunday right before our Christmas party.
He actually snuck in. I didn't see him at first, and then his wife came in, and I recognized her because we were finishing up a collection buy when he came in. So like I just like, I yelled hi to the person and didn't look at him. He didn't say anything back, and I found it in the back of the shop hiding. It was pretty funny. But he came by, signed some copies of books. We'll have those on our shelf tomorrow. And guys, like
got a few of them back here.
Yes, there'll be a few on Whatnot as well. Guys, we don't have very many of these. These are awesome. He went all out. Mark's a great dude. Be sure you've given him a follow on social media as well.
Absolutely.
We're looking forward to keep working with him.
Big things.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to working with him some more. He's a really cool dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also a really cool surprise. He just showed up randomly. So
God, I wish I would have been here. I still haven't met him. I've been here twice and I still haven't met the guy.
Oh,
I know. I can't wait to meet him.
Yeah.
And then last but certainly not least, guys, a heartfelt thank you from all of us.
Thank you so much
for helping us out with the donation events.
We gave away almost 500 free Christmas presents to kids. we've never seen like a reaction like this. It was
wild,
heartwarming. Guys. It was, you know, sobering. But also it was part of the Christmas season, and we got to be a part of a lot of people's lives. You guys changed a lot of people's lives this Christmas.
Absolutely.
I mean, it really, it mattered. You know? And that was a great thing to be part of. And we're so thankful that our community rose up and helped out. We're going to do this again next year. We're going to try to make it bigger than ever before. So stay tuned.
We are in it, guys. We absolutely loved that. So next up is New Comic Week.
Yes.
And so we are missing, what were we missing all this week? So mostly Boom, right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, we're missing Boom, IDW.
But that's pretty much nationwide, right?
It is nationwide. So yes. Your comic shop, even if we're not your comic shop, you will probably be noticing that, yeah, they're not getting Diamond a lot on time. I got some random tracking numbers. They say they're coming Thursday. There's nothing on the website. That's what we're dealing with right now.
Yeah.
We don't know when it's going to come in. Your books, your pulls are safe. You will get your books. I bought a few books off of eBay the other day because Diamond decided not to send us our pulls on some books. We are going to make sure you guys get your pulls, because when you have a pull box with us, you get your books. End of story. So we sent an email out about that. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us, to message us. We will make sure you know everything that we know. But yes, you will get your books. Marvel, DC, and Image are not affected by this. We get those from outside sources, and we have now recently just switched our Dark Horse and our IDW over to Penguin Ram House. So it'll take a couple weeks for that to take effect. By the time this thing was resolved, we will no longer be getting those from Diamond, because we're dissatisfied with how they've been treating us. So you guys know we don't take shit. So and if there's a way to make that sound less robotic than I just said, sorry, it's that's just what
that's just what it is, guys.
Yeah, but
it just means I didn't get to read the new issue of TMNT this week.
Neither did I. We'll have to wait till this Friday, hopefully. So if you have if you want to know Brad's thoughts on TMNT, just join him on Whatnot on Friday and ask him while you're buying books from him. That's what you should do.
Absolutely. Please do, guys. Come and join me over there. And guys, before we get into this, please, if you could, go ahead and give us a like.
Yes.
Greatly appreciate it.
Maybe share this video, because not very many people are watching it. So we've got some more people now. Thank you, guys.
We got people. Don't worry about it. We're good.
Yeah.
We got some who Stephen said he's late. Don't worry about that. Do that robot Grant. Do you really know everything Grant knows?
Oh my God, that is actually very true. Because yeah, that could be a thing. Yeah. No. I'm pretty sure Josh, McKay, and Brad never want to open up their own comic shop now after watching me just over the last year. So yeah.
Fuck no, I would never.
Yeah, that's I'm kidding. I love this.
It's fun working, but
it is. And here's the deal. All joking aside, I know. Like, today's actually one of those days where I think I ran my battery down like almost all the way just from phone calls I had to make today. And yeah, that's part of it, you know. And there are days that are stressful, but then guys, there are days when your favorite comic artist just walks in the door, signs a bunch of copies. There are days when you get to interact with the community and hand out Christmas gifts. And there are days at the end of the day, you get to read a lot of comic books, and it's so damn fun.
Ain't it? Yep. Telling the truth.
Indeed.
Well, all right, guys. So this week, Captain Grant's going to be taking the helm here, because he forgot to tell me that our guy Ryan, who comes in and ships stuff, was out this week. So, guys, the amount of books that I got to read was very
not fair.
Very
in my defense, what I forgot to tell you was that I tried to get a replacement in and couldn't. I forgot to tell you that.
Yeah, that's it.
Same difference.
So I came in and started shipping a bunch of stuff. I read a few books, but we're going to put it on Captain Grant over here.
Thank you, Brad, for helping me ship Whatnot stuff. I needed that, yes.
So he's going to tell me about every single book that I did not get to read this week.
Book.
From cover to cover.
Exactly.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. New books this week. We are going to go ahead and start off with everybody's favorite.
Yep.
Absolute Batman number 3.
No, this
I did read
okay,
this.
good. Because oh my gosh, guys, this is where things are getting interesting. And and the way this book ends, you're like, okay, this is going to make or break the book. You like, where's it going to go? You know, like it continues to be a fantastic book. You see a little bit more of Batman's origin. This way that they're doing his origin is very. It makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is how a Gen Zer would become Batman. There's no better way to say that. It's not the same origin as, you know, as the original Batman.
he's got people that he really cares about.
Yeah.
That he has to take care of.
Exactly.
Not with his wife, with his mom still being around.
Yeah. And
he has to take
has
those people's lives into account.
It's different.
He's got some higher stakes here.
He does. He really does. And again, what I love about this is as we're reading it, you're kind of wondering, can he handle it? Because you read a Batman book nowadays, like, okay, Batman's got this in the bag.
Of
eventually,
course.
Especially a book that he's not the main character on.
Yeah.
He's just going to show up and talk his way through it at the end. This one, it's on those big burly shoulders of his. You're like, can he handle it?
Those big ass vehicles.
Yes, exactly. So great. This continues to be a great book, just like Ultimate Spider-Man. This continues to be a great book. So loving this book so damn much.
And Alfred's character is still always that voice of reason.
He is. Well, he's always going to be the voice of reason.
Of course.
And this one, it's a different.
It is.
It's different though. I mean,
you have to compromise.
Could you imagine if those two Alfreds met? Like that would be like, oh my god, it would be a lot.
That would be a fun.
That would be
a fun series.
That would be. But again, great book, great characters, great artwork. Loving it.
Continuing to destroy.
Yes.
And then next up, we've got Batman, Santa Claus, Silent Night.
Yes.
Is this number 4?
It is number 4. And there's a reason we put this in this because, yes, this is the 4th issue. It's a weekly book. DC's been doing this. This is the 2nd year they've done this. This book is fantastic. If you've seen the Dave Harbour Violent Night movie, this is that with Batman. It is hilarious. It is fun. Batman knows about Santa Claus. He knows he exists. That's just what it is. And they are dealing with all the big magical characters of the DC universe. The covers are done by our buddy Bernard Chang, who came here to our store a couple years ago and has always been so great to us. If you have not gotten this book, we still have copies of 1, 2, and 3 out. Actually, make sure they're all merchandised on the new release shelf because it's a weekly series. Please give this book a try if you're looking for something fun. Get your mind off those winter blues because, sometimes the holidays are hard. You need something funny to read.
Perfect. John is asking, what are your thoughts on Godzilla versus Fantastic Four?
I can't wait to read it. Honestly, I know Marvel just announced that. I don't know who's going to be next year. He's going to be tearing through with a bunch of one-shots of all different characters.
Who's writing?
I don't know. We just had a news article about that the other day. So when we have more information, you'll definitely know my thoughts on it.
Perfect. All right, let's continue. We've got our Absolute Superman number 1 second print coming out this week.
This is true. We already had the Noir came out, and that was kind of cool. But like, guys, this is awesome. This
I like this negative space variant.
And honestly, guys, this is that one you want to save for when we go to cons to get signed. This negative space cover, whenever the artist is at a con that we go to, this is one of the ones you buy. You put in your sort box, keep track of it. And the reason I actually buy a lot for the shop is for when we do go to a show that one of these creators is at, because this is the cover people are going to want signed. That's why I got this one. So if you're looking for something fun to get signed in the future, color bleed covers, always fun.
Listen to the man. Dylan says he's late. Good to see you. Good to see you also. But don't worry about being late. That's the thing with this. You can watch it later.
And Dylan, it was great to see you in the store the other day. Thank you for coming up here.
All right, Grant. Tell me everything that happened in Challengers of the Unknown.
Well, for those that don't know, the Challenge of the Unknown are, no, I'm not going to do that whole thing. Challenge of the Unknown. If you actually, in all seriousness, if you don't know, it's a team of scientists and engineers and pilots who do not have superpowers. They're a really cool team that have had some really cool indie series in the DC universe. They're always surrounded, though, by death. Ace, if you have seen the animated movie Justice League: The New Frontier, Ace was Hal Jordan's friend. That was a pilot. He's like with him the entire time. The Challengers had joined the Justice League as part of their team, basically to help out, figure out the problem. Where the fuck did Darkseid go? See, DC's doing a really good job of making sure that the main story arc after DC All In, it's all very connected. This, Justice League Unlimited, and Question are all happening at the same time, and you can read as a whole story. And it's only going to be added to with the Atom Project, which they keep talking about. That is coming up. So there's going to basically be 4 series, super tight, almost like an X-Men, the way the X-Men does their book.
That's coming out of All In.
Exactly. And it's so cool because they are actually referencing events that are happening in the Question book and the Justice League book, and you can read them all as one story. I'm really excited for this book because I always love the underdog, the guys that are hanging out with, Superman and gods and everything, and they're just a man. Ace is a fun character. I've not read too many of the old Challenge of the Unknown books. The last thing I saw they did was during not Rebirth. Well, it was during Rebirth, but it was that right after Dark Knight's Metal when they introduced Sideways and Curse of Brimstone and Damage. They had a new Challengers book. It lasted for 5 issues.
Okay.
Actually, might have been a miniseries. But yeah, the Kuberts have all. It's one of those books that like Andy Diggle and the Kuberts have always been kind of wrapped around. So some of those cool old school DC guys. This one's being written by an author I love. It's Christopher Cantwell. One of our subscribers really turned me on to his stuff. He did the TV show *Halt and Catch Fire*. He did a run on Iron Man that was fantastic. He's doing *Plastic Man No More*, which is the darkest book I've ever read. But he does a lot of great books. He's got a book from Vault coming up that I hope we one day have. That'll be really good as well. Super awesome writer, super awesome book, and it's different. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know who the bad guys are, but someone is not telling the truth. There's a lot about secrets, kind of like Secrets and Lies whenever you do that whole superhero thing. Kind of takes us back to the Dan Didio version of the DC universe, right when the OMACs were coming out. I have to expect OMAC to come out of this. So yeah, it was a great book. I really enjoyed it. So it was definitely up there. It was probably my second favorite book this week.
Perfect. I kept my copy to the side. I will definitely check that out. And then Freddy the Fix. I stumbled upon this one. This was that magazine style.
Yeah, and you guys need to pay attention to this. This is actually from Ninth Circle. This is our buddy Joe Pruitt's company. Yes, this is his imprint. Yeah, so actually I need to text him and congratulate him on the book coming out. Perfect. So he's actually really good friends with Garth Ennis, and you know, we want to support everything Joe's doing. He's been great to our store. This is really cool. So basically, this it's called Freddy the Fix. It's a play off a Hollywood Fixer. If you don't know, back especially in the old studio days, Hollywood, actually they're still around. What am I saying? Hollywood Fixers is the person you call when it's Ray Donovan. Why didn't I just say Ray Donovan? It's Ray Donovan. Whenever a pop star has a hooker OD in his bedroom, he goes and makes sure the body disappears. Yep, that's what a fixer is.
Like the wolf in Pulp Fiction.
Yes, and oh my god, I completely forgot about that. I could just say like the wolf in Pulp Fiction. Yep, I'm struggling.
No, you're good.
Yeah, there's also a movie called Wolves that is fantastic. It's on Apple TV, starring George Clooney and Brad Pitt, where they basically do the same thing.
Oh shit!
But yeah, but this one is cool. It is a supernatural twist where it's like vampires, werewolves. So like, yeah, all the monsters come out at night in Hollywood, and he's the one they call to deal with it. It's basically like if Blade meets Ray Donovan. And it was written by Garth Ennis, who wrote The Boys, so you know the satire is going to be killer. Oh yeah! So really awesome new book from our buddy Joe. Well, from his company's imprint, that we're very excited about. So definitely give this book a try if you're interested. It is magazine size, yes, but hey, we love you anyway, Joe. But yeah, give that book a try.
Oh yeah, and then we had G.I. Joe #2 come out this week, which I'm super excited to read. I love that first one.
It is great, and I love they showed a classic character is back at the end. Again, Skybound, I don't know how they did it. They've done it for almost a year now, a little over, actually maybe 2 years now, where they managed to have their cake and eat it too. I don't know how they do it. I really don't, because whenever a company gets an IP like this, it usually, and they change it so much, they never ever been able to keep the soul, and they have done that. They managed to keep it like it, you know, what people want, also adding something new. So all these new people who would never read a G.I. Joe book, because let's face it, some of those old G.I. Joe books are a little bit hard for some of us newer fans to read. They keep it true. And so this book is fantastic.
Hell yeah. And then we also had Green Lantern, Green Arrow special this
now,
week.
This
one, I flipped through, didn't get to read.
This one I have not been able to read yet either. But Green Arrow, Green Lantern team-ups are always awesome. It's always been that's actually how we met John Stewart. They did this back when they did Justice League Cry for Justice. They do a lot of these team up series. We've not actually had that though in a long time. A classic Green Arrow, Green Lantern team up. So really excited to see what happens here.
Some of that Neil Adams goodness.
Yep.
And then Helverine. This is the second Helverine number?
This is the third Helverine #1 in 2 years. Jesus. Yes. Now, one, give it to them for saying, yeah, you found something that works. Wolverine meets Ghost Rider, but it's not Logan, it's Daken. And that was what the last series was dealing with. They were dealing with that's how they brought Daken back after he was killed by Sabretooth in the Wolverine Sabretooth War. This is when Daken, he kind of realizes, oh, I'm killing people. I'm not in complete control of the situation, and they may, they're evil right now, but this demon in me is evil. So he's like realizing, oh my god, I'm in trouble. Has one of the funniest interactions with Doctor Strange I've ever seen. So now, am I going to read this book? No, I'm not. this is not me. I don't care about. I don't really too many Dakin books. And Wolverine Ghost Rider, it's just not my thing. I'm excited for the next Ghost Rider book that takes place during World War II. That looks awesome.
Oh.
But this one, if you're wanting to see how the Wolverine family saga continues to unfold, this is that. If you're a Ghost Rider fan, you'll like this as well. So yeah, this is the third Wolverine #1 in 2 years.
That's
but
wild.
you know, yeah, it's going back to 2015 time. But yeah, this is out this week.
Perfect. And then Motherfucking Monsters, which I was
Yes.
super excited to read.
Okay, this is pretty cool. So, and this is one of the Horizon experiments that they've been doing, and the Image has been doing, where a bunch of one shots. Will we get series out of them? God, I hope so, because there's been some great books out of this. This one is kind of play off of like Bitterroot and the Blaxploitation, like horror stuff,
okay.
Which is why it's called Motherfucking Monsters. So yeah, like that. This is for you.
Perfect. Next up is New Gods, which I want to read, but I gotta flip through, and it looks like it's a lot.
It is a lot. Now, this is not a book. Do not read this if you're in a hurry. It's not a dense read, but it's a book you need to read slowly and keep your copy. This book matters. Okay, so Darkseid is gone, and that is a huge deal. And I don't want to like get like into history teacher mode here, but New Gods and DC, that's super important.
Yeah.
So like DC's universe is a little bit more compact when it comes to their space stuff, I guess, because when there's a villain in space, it's always Darkseid. It's not 3 or 4 options that Marvel has. It's a lot more. If you go into space, you're dealing with the apocalypse. You're dealing with, he still gets credited for every like animated thing from that is in. When he created New Gods #1 back in the day, like he made the DC soul right there. I mean, it matters. And there's actually not been a New Gods issue that's ongoing for about 30 years. They've done one shots and stuff like that. Now, funny enough, you know, he also created Eternals for Marvel. When you think of Eternals, though, you don't think of the original Eternals book, which, to be fair, wasn't that great. You think of the Eternals series that Neil Gaiman and John Romita Jr. did. It was a little bit more of a grounded introduction. That's what this book is. Now, it starts off, there's something wrong with the New Gods, because with Darkseid gone, something is wrong. But you're able to get that grounded viewpoint from Miracle Man. No, not Miracle Man. Is it Mr. Miracle? Shoot. Mr. Miracle? Yeah.
Huh?
Escape artist.
Mr. Miracle.
Yeah, Mr. Miracle. Yeah, it took a second there. Mr. Miracle. You get the grounded view from Scott Free, Mr. Miracle, and of course his brother Orion. So it sets up a really, really high stakes, but also an approachable grounded story, while also getting some beautiful art featuring the source wall and other things, New Gods that we love. So
yeah,
guys,
that art
this
was
book,
awesome.
it is amazing. This art, it's amazing. So read this book. It's fantastic.
Hell yeah. Dylan, yes, we did cover Absolute Batman #3. Good shit. It's so good. And then question #2. How was question #2?
Okay, yes. So this continues the.
I love that first issue.
Oh, I know, right? This is continuing that mystery, and you get kind of a sense who the villain is, and it's going to surprise you. Again, like we were saying earlier, this is all wrapped together in the New Challengers, Justice League Unlimited. Continuing that story, you can read them all concurrently and leading to the Atom Project as well. We see more of the comings and goings on and what this villain is trying to do, and it is wild. I'm not going to spoil who the villain is, though. You'll have to read it.
Okay,
yeah.
Perfect. And then next up is Rockefellers. I did not read the first issue, but I remember you guys telling me about that one.
Yeah, so Rockefellers issue #1, I really enjoyed. This one is it's going up there. There we go. This one is a little bit of a sidebar because it's a Christmas issue. Them dealing with the deal, them losing their grandmother and celebrating Christmas. You get little snippets of information more about this, but this one honestly was a bit of a kind of a side thing. I was like, all right, let's get back to the main story, you know. So I was kind of disappointed with this one, but the book as a whole, still really enjoyable, even if it's not your favorite Ghost Machine. It's a Ghost Machine book you can read without getting traumatized. That's new.
Right, next up is a new Deadly Tales of Gunslinger.
Yes. Okay, so this is really cool. Basically, this is a flashback book of the gunslinger's adventures, because he's currently trapped in the present. It's hard to fill a book both with present stories and past stories. This is filling it up with stories from his past and the wilds and Wild Wild West. It is awesome. It is brutal, featuring new artwork by Patrick Reynolds. Love this book. Of course, that Gunslinger Spawn is easily the best part of Spawn right now. Yeah. So if you want to read more of his adventures, then this is for you. And no, you don't have to have read any of the other shit too. So that's good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Then we got Alligator Loki. This is a Christmas special.
It's a Christmas special featuring Alligator Loki.
It's cute shit.
Corporate
Kids will love
Synergy.
it. Yeah, exactly.
I got nothing on that. You know. Please read it if you want. If not, you're not gonna hurt my feelings.
And next up is one that McKay and I got a preview of whenever we were at San Diego Comic Con.
Exactly.
With TVA. I read this one.
Yeah.
I liked it.
So it's always weird.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's always weird when you bring over the MCU stuff into comics.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes it fucking does not.
It looks like it may work.
This one will work. This one can work. Having the TVA exist is actually a really good idea for Marvel Comics.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel Comics do enough stuff in the multiverse for years. They have, and with time travel, that the presence of the TVA is fantastic and kind of already implied.
Sure.
So this one too, your protagonist is Gwen Stacy.
Mm-hmm.
That's a perfect character who's constantly finding herself out of her own reality.
Yeah, exactly.
That is the perfect person to be dealing with this while you're introduced to the other TVA characters. And of course it ends on a bit of like, oh, whoa, what was that? Kind of thing. So that was really, really cool. And of course you get to see Miss Minutes. That's always fun.
It was a ton of fun. And then the last but certainly not least, Spider-Man number 12.
That
book is nuts.
Yes. So I don't want to say it's a spec book because I don't like saying that, but
only buy it if you're reading it.
I mean, but when you read it, you're going to be like, holy crap. Once you read it again. No, be very careful. It's very, very lot of little things at the beginning. The last page will make you go, wait, what? And if my guess is right, which I can't say my guess because it will spoil stuff. If my guess is right, this is a big fucking deal.
Yes.
If I'm wrong, then it's something else that is also just a new character as well. But all that, I'm not going to say more. This book, I think, is going to start going crazy tomorrow, potentially. I don't know. But if you're reading it, make sure you keep reading it. If you've maybe dropped off Ultimate Spider-Man, it may be worthwhile to grab another copy too of this just in case. And if this is what I think it is, my hat comes off to Jonathan Hickman for taking a character I didn't think you could do anything else with and finding a new take on it. That's all I'm going to say.
Perfect. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get to everybody's favorite part. Variants. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Ba-ba-bang, ba-ba-boom.
Yes. Thank you for hanging with me as I talk my head off.
You really didn't need to have to explain them that much, but thank you.
Well, I like comics. I like new stories. That's why we do this. Also, too, I'm just really excited for New Gods. I mean, I always love the fact that Jack Kirby got like an Act 2, creating like the DC universe and stuff. So, but that's always really fun when that book comes up. Plus, again, the art is really damn good. All right, first up, we have a 1 in 10 Tin Can Society by Andy MacDonald for $7.99. Tin Can Society continues to be one of mine and Brad's favorite books that we're reading. I'm like 2 issues, but I'm only one issue behind. We gotta get caught up
because I haven't read this.
Yes, that's a book that we read together. It's fun. We have Stand Still 1 in 10 by Alex Riegel. It is also $7.99.
Hell yeah, Jordan! I got you on that Ultimate Spider-Man.
All right, you have Absolute Batman, a 125 Riley Rosmo variant for $14.99, and a 1 in 50 Steven Subic for $29.99. Gorgeous, gorgeous covers.
Sweet.
Yes. I
like that one a lot.
This is $19.99. This is a Crystal Kung 125 cover for Green Lantern Green Arrow one shot with the whole playing card thing. That's awesome. Is fantastic. We also have a 125 Wilfredo Torres variant for Batman and Robin #3. We didn't bring this up in the show,
which is awesome.
It's always good. We didn't talk about it because we had so many other books to talk about, but that is out this week as well.
That is one of the 4 books I got to read this week.
Oh, should put that in there then. All right, World's Finest.
It still kicks ass.
Vasco get Georgiev. Carlos is the one that did these. I'm pretty sure he made up some of these names or whatever. It is $14.99. We also have this killer Dexter Soy Nightwing variant for $19.99. Look at that.
That's awesome.
That is badass. $19.99 if you want it. All right.
Dude.
We have a 1 in 25 FICO Oso variant for $14.99 for Action Comics, and a Ji-Hung Lee $14.99 for Wonder Woman. Oops, I got through these by accident. This might be my favorite variant this week.
Oh, that's so cool.
For $14.99, Pepe Larez Ultimate Spider-Man 12. $14.99. If you're interested, look at this. There is, yes, if you look carefully, that is a Spider-Mobile on the floor. Yes. Want to get that? And
that's the 1 in 25?
That's the 125. And we have a Helverine Francis Yu for $14.99 as well for Helverine. Oh, dear.
There you go.
There we go. Cool beans. We need to be able to, like, make the camera transition up and, like, you know, where we're just... we have a 1 in 25 Mark Aspinall variant for $14.99. And a Dole variant featuring Bullseye Daredevil for $14.99.
Steven, it looks like he's stepping on some kind of toy. Some action figures.
Yeah, some action figures, a Spider-Man comic, and a Spider-Mobile. We have a Psylocke Capucho variant, $14.99. And we have an Absolute Superman 125 Rafa Sandoval.
Nice.
Black and white version. This is $25 right here. It's a second print.
Second print, 1 in 25.
Second print, 125. Guys, you know those are rare.
Very
as fuck. All right. Now for the big good ones.
He was going to take the Ultimate.
We have a 1 in 25 Carmen Canero TVA cover featuring Miss Minutes and some awesome artwork. I'll save our favorite for last, actually. We have a 1 in 10 David Nakayama for $7.99 of G.I. Joe number 2. We have a 1 in 25 Travis Moore for $14.99 and a 1 in 100 Eric 2 for $79.99. It's a foil.
Oh, nice.
Shiny. And, of course, I wanted to save something nice and big for last. You guys know me.
Ooh,
For Deadly Tales, the Gunslinger Spawn, we did get a 1 in 50 black and white Todd McFarlane. And that is $80 if you want. Sorry, $70 if you want.
$70.
$70 if you want this black and white Todd McFarlane sketch cover.
Give me the Nakayama. Okay.
But those are the variants we have, guys, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah,
GI.
some great variants, some great new books coming in that we are very blessed to have, given shipping is garbage right now. If you're one of our shipping
holidays, God.
Speaking of shipping, for one of our shipping subscribers, yes, we are aware of some delays because of the USPS. I'm actually having to UPS a box or two out to some customers too to make sure you guys get your books. But yeah, guys, thank you again for being patient with us throughout all that. Again, this is a nationwide issue with the Diamond distribution. And thank you for being patient with us as we work to make sure you guys get your books.
I guess next Tuesday, with it being Christmas Eve and us not being open on Wednesday.
Yeah. We will probably not be doing this next Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll probably take the week off. Why not?
If we do, it'll be much earlier in the day.
What time will we be closing on Christmas?
We usually close a couple hours early. I usually close around 4 or 5. Yeah,
4 or 5. Okay.
Yeah, that's call me selfish, but yeah, no. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day we will be closed on. I don't know what everyone else's plans are wise to be open on Christmas Day or not. I'm not going to do.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely not.
Also, too, I'd be the only one here.
That is very true.
No, we'll be closed on Christmas Day. We'll be open on Thursday. If we do this show, it'd be much earlier in the day. And, of course, you can watch it at any time. Brad and I will actually, now that you brought that up, probably discuss that after this.
Yeah, probably. I didn't even think about that.
I did not even think about that. I'll be honest, I'm barely getting my Christmas shopping done.
Me too, man. Me too.
But
I've got to do that in the evenings over the next few days.
Yeah, I've got like a 3-hour window on Thursday that I'm going to burst around and try and grab everything. So, but yeah, guys, hopefully you guys your holiday planning is going good.
Hold on. Oh, continue, but we have one more announcement.
Oh, God, yeah, that's a big one. Let's go ahead and talk about that.
Yeah. Okay, because we forgot to talk about this at the top.
Oh, my God.
Yes. Right, January 10th.
Yes, January 10th. Come and meet 2 Power Rangers here at Nirvana Comics. They'll be here from 5 p.m. to close or the last person in line. Yes, guys, let's make sure we give them a good, proper Knoxville welcome and give them a line to here. So please mark this on your calendars. January 10th. Come by here, and we're going to be announcing this more soon. We'll also have an in-store signing event January 11th for our store exclusive for Lucky Devils. That's going to be how we start the year off, is with Lucky Devils. Couldn't think of a better book to do that with. Really excited about this one.
Hell yeah, guys. I'm so excited about that. We have a ton of stuff in store for
Yes.
you in the new year for sure.
It's
But
actually
let's get through
we gotta
this
get through
December
this year,
first. Let's get these shipments in and continue cruising. Guys, I think that is it. Don't forget to, if you haven't yet, there's a link down below. Go follow us on Whatnot. Get some screaming good deals. If you sign up through that link, you can get $15 off your first purchase. And we got tons of stuff. I think I've got almost 200 items just in the buy it nows. Almost 200 for you to come and get $15 off of. Come check it out. Awesome deals, as always.
Yep.
And that is about all I got.
Yeah.
What do you got to
I
say?
was going to say that I know we threw a lot of events coming at you. We're going to have a lot of events this next year. Make sure you don't take any one of them for granted.
Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful evening.